Hi there, Zam here for NerdTube. I'm going to be giving you my spoiler review of The Tomorrow War starring Chris Pratt. This is on Amazon Prime. Now, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie because I wasn't trying to go too deep with this film. This film is an action movie. It does pull on your heartstrings because it's one of those sort of action movies. But when one of those sort of action movies can also pull on your heartstrings, they can be also very enjoyable too. A film like this is about a post-apocalyptic future where everything is fucked up. So when it comes to that particular synopsis, you expect to get quite emotional with this movie, and you do, but you want some good action, and you get that as well. In the future, aliens are basically destroying the whole fucking world. They've just taken over everything. It's become so bad that people from the future have traveled, say, 30 years into the past to ask for help from people who could be their parents, even their grandparents, to fight alongside them in the future so they can win this war and destroy the aliens and have a life for themselves in their own timeline. It's become so bad in the future that there's only like 500,000 people left. Now, Chris Pratt, he gets recruited. He happens to be a scientist as well as an ex-military guy. So he ticks a couple of boxes. He's an ideal candidate. But really, they're recruiting everyone and anyone they can because it's such a desperate situation. So once Chris Pratt goes into the future, he gets to meet his daughter, who's all grown up. She's like a military leader herself. And with some of his skills he has, as well as having a very intelligent daughter, they're able to figure out a way of defeating the aliens. But he does realize, and his daughter of the future also realizes, that there's no hope for this particular timeline. The aliens have just done too much damage. But if they can take this toxin they've created, they can go back in time and destroy the aliens before they have a chance to fuck up the Earth in the first place. And that's what happens at that particular sector of the movie. It's very cool. The action scenes are really well done once he initially lands in the future. Lots of people get killed. It's kind of tragic at times. You know, your heartstrings do get pulled because it's a post-apocalyptic movie, and when you're going down that route, you want some good action and stuff like that, but you are going to feel the emotion of this because it's just so sad. But once he gets back into the present with the toxin to help kill the aliens, Chris Pratt realizes that the aliens have been on Earth all along for a very, very long time. They didn't land in Russia, which is where the first alien sightings were, because there was never any anything around, any evidence around that there was like an alien space landing and stuff like that. What happened is that maybe a few millennia ago, this alien ship landed on Earth in northern Russia, in the frozen wastelands of northern Russia, and because they landed there, the aliens were on ice and under ice as well. But over the years and decades, with global warming, unfortunately for the Earth, those aliens got defrosted, and then once they were able to wake up, they were just went amok around the whole planet, eating everyone because these aliens like eating human beings. So, with the toxin in hand, they're able to neutralize the alien threat once Chris Pratt goes back in time, and we do get a happy ending. I won't go into too much into how all of that is done, but the happy ending is there because I really felt a film like this needed a happy ending because everything was so sad. I mean, these fucking aliens are massive bullet sponges, and when you realize that they're taking an umpteenth amount of ammunition into them and not dying, you realize how high the stakes are, and it makes you wonder how the fuck they're going to end up winning this. This film reminded me of movies like Reign of Fire, Edge of Tomorrow, the Terminator series, Aliens, Gears of War, World War Z, The Thing, I'm Legend, Independence Day. In Reign of Fire and Aliens, because you have like a supreme creature. In Reign of Fire, it was a male dragon. In Aliens, it's always the queen. You have something like that. Edge of Tomorrow, obviously, I mentioned that because of time travel. The Terminator saga with the post-apocalyptic shit. Gears of War with post-apocalyptic shit. World War Z, because there's a moment where all these fucking aliens are just running up the wall, and it kind of reminded me of that scene from World War Z. The Thing, because we have a frozen wasteland stuff. I'm Legend, because Will Smith was a military guy as well as a scientist. Chris Pratt is a military guy as well as a scientist. And of course, Independence Day, because the whole world is coming together to fight this fucking alien threat. Now, regardless of all of these movies, this film resembling all of those movies, this film is still a good time. I do recommend it. Do watch it. Chris Pratt, I give him a lot of props because he was once upon a time just a fat comedic actor, and even though he has comedy moments in this film, he also has emotional moments and excellent action scene moments as well. It's amazing. This guy has become a proper action hero. So, well done to him. Watch this film. I liked it. If you just want to switch your brain off and watch something which will, might make you cry, but regardless, it's still switching your brain off. It's nothing too special in that sort of sense. You might forget about it next week, but you won't hate it. That's for sure. And there's some good, there's a couple of interesting cast members in this. I won't give them away because I don't want to spoil everything for you. But yeah, watch this film. You'll like it. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, share, subscribe to NerdTube. Remember, this is the best YouTube channel you've never heard of. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you later. Bye bye.